Good evening to DefiChain News on 9th of February 2022, the show that provides you with the latest updates on DefiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will talk about the next shows and dates, and we will have our Q&A sessions. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DefiChain, Lord Mark. Good evening, Mark. Welcome to today's DefiChain show. How
Hi.
are you? A little bit wet, right?
Fantastic. my desk is still wet. Hey, I just in the German news show, I just poured a big glass of water all over my equipment. It looks like everything is working. So if the show
Looks
stops,
so.
there's a technical issue, then we're gonna see you next week. But so far it looks good. Thanks.
Cool. Then we start with the headlines.
Absolutely.
So, title of the show, Massive DeFi Burn. We will talk about the latest Fort Cunning Hill update and the burning of the DeFis. We have some information regarding DeFiChain Lite wallet updates. We will talk a little bit about the current voting round. Not very much to talk about, but a little bit. We have an update from the community project side, and of course, the last point, future dates and shows. So, let's start with the first point. Hard fork happened. Now everything is burning, but in a good way, right?
Yeah, finally good news. Even if it sounds so dramatic, you saw our thumbnail with the fireman helmets on our heads. So what happened? We had another hard fork. Everybody who is in DefiChain for quite a while knows we love hard forks. So one after another. And it went really well this time, what is really good. So 2 days ago on the 7th of February, we had Fort Canning Hill update. It was a very important one because there were a couple of features, like we wanted to bring the DUSD premium down, and we introduced a way how you can actually now burn your DFI and pay your DUSD loan back, and you can also include the DUSD as collateral in your vault. So this was quite a substantial feature that we wanted to introduce, and it's very hard to really try this out on the test net with larger quantities and with so many users. So there's always a certain risk involved in doing these updates, but it went really well. The only little hiccup, or I don't know if we want to call it hiccup, there's kind of protection after hard fork that for about 1 hour the vaults are kind of locked, especially the vaults that had DUSD inside. There was higher volatility and the oracles kind of stopped, so to protect vaults that they don't run into liquidation. So this happened, but nothing major. I think it was kind of okay. Everybody could chill down and relax, and then things were running really smoothly. So it was long awaited. We wanted to bring the premium really down. Some people say, what's wrong? Why is the premium for DUSD not on zero now? Why is it not exactly like the stablecoins? Interesting enough, I think we've burned a ton of DFI over the last couple of days. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. But still, the mechanism, even if it's working really well, there's a lot of buying pressure. A lot of people want to get a hold on DUSD now at a cheaper price than before, and there are just a ton of people buying, and a lot of people on Cake also who cannot mint token. They purchase it and it drives the price up, but then the arbitrageurs come in and they bring the price down. So let's talk about numbers, and I think that's quite impressive. If we have a look on DefiChain Analytics on DC's fantastic dashboard, then you see there's this hockey stick graph. Looks like a fantastic pump. In that case, it's the curve that shows us the burn of DFI token, and we burned until today 70 million DFI. So this is about 8 million per day over the last 2 days. It's impressive. I didn't expect that, to be honest, that it's so much. DC, what was your guess? Did you have any number in your head?
No number, but definitely higher than expected because of this capital inflow. This buy pressure on the DUSD side was massive.
Yeah. With the positive or negative side effect, however we want to call it. Of course, for the people who are in liquidity mining, it's a negative side effect because more capital inflow means you have to share your rewards with a lot of more players out there. Also, I think a lot of the people, they were kind of taking that USD that they had that they generated, minted out of their vaults. They paid back the loans and bought the USD now. So the rewards have to be distributed over a larger amount. And also, of course, people said maybe who were on the sideline, like you said it so nice before, they were waiting that the premium drops and they are coming in and say, okay, with a small premium, I'm happy to buy the USD. And yeah, more people in the ecosystem, more capital in the ecosystem. And that's the reason a lot of people ask why is the APR going down? And I think we lost 30% of APR over the last couple of days. So yeah, that's the reason behind that. But all in all, DC, I think it was success. It works smoothly so far, and now let's see what we're gonna do next.
Yeah, great success. One number behind or after the Fort Canning Hill update, we have 30 million additional DUSD in the pools than before. And this is the buy pressure. Yeah? Before we were around about 80 million, now 30 million on top. That was the inflow, and it looks not like stopping. The curve flattened a little bit tonight, but over the day it goes up again. Not in the same speed, but we still see an inflow.
Interesting to see. So, absolutely.
Then, second topic, DefiChain Light Wallet update, which was needed for the Fort Canning Hill update.
Absolutely.
What was updated?
Yeah, what was updated? I was eagerly waiting for the update. It came quite, it came about, I think, 12 hours before the whole show started or something like this. It's nice now. So now you've got the feature when you pay back loan, you can choose between DUSD and DFI. Maybe a hint, there was a little bit confusion. People reached out to me and said, hey, there's a bug maybe, because you have to say what number in DUSD you want to return, and then you choose DFI or DUSD. And even if you click on DFI, it still calculates the number, the dollar amount, and then brings it down how many DFI do you have to pay, including this 1% penalty fee. Works really nicely. I tried it out pretty quickly. It's all running very, very nicely. Another thing that is really cool, don't miss out on that, you can use DUSD as collateral now. So it's now not only the four coins that we had, DFI, BTC, USDC, and USDT, you can also add now our own stablecoin, DUSD, as collateral. And that's quite nice if you want to kind of secure your safe or your vault, not your safe, and you've got DUSD, put them in there overnight or whatever. So it's a fully functional coin. You can use it for a lot of stuff, a lot of utility for DUSD. Yeah, these were the main updates, the most relevant and also needed ones for the Light wallet. And there was also a full wallet update for the new node and for the but all these functionalities with vaults are not on the full wallet anyway. But if you run a master node or you just want to use it for liquidity mining, then you can still use the good old full wallet. There was an update as well.
Okay. Additional comment again, sorry, for the DUSD using as collateral. This could be very attractive if the capital flows out of the D token system. Then maybe the DUSD will get a discount, so you can buy it for example, 90 cents. If you then put this 90 cent worth DUSD into a vault, it will be 99 cents. So there's a small fee of 1% to the $1. But the value is fixed in the vault. So it's always 99 cents. Doesn't matter of the current pool ratio. So if you see some discount, you can buy the USD cheaper than it's worth in the vault. And that was the idea behind using DUSD as a collateral coin.
Yeah.
Cool. Then current voting round. So the next thing still ongoing. What's happening here? Exciting? Yes, no?
The title should be actually Nobody Cares. At the moment, I think everybody, normally the voting is always the big topic. Now it was the token burn and was like the upgrade for Canning Hill. It's like, yeah, it started. And that's the story actually. So in the first day, there was no vote. I think everybody was busy with other stuff, beginning of the week, token burn, loan payback, blah, blah, blah. We just checked it before the show. It might have changed over the last couple of minutes, but we had like a range between 0 and 11 votes, what is actually nothing. I think we had about 250, 280 votes the last time on separate
More,
proposals.
400.
Or more, 400 then at the end. Okay, good. So yeah, it means nothing. So we have 14 CFPs so far approved, 3 rejected. But it was a drama the last time until the last minute. So that means nothing. Just to give you an idea, we have 3 DFIPs, so improvement proposals. 1 is approved, 2 are rejected. Stay tuned. We link up the pages where you can see the voting round. If you're a masternode, really call out to you guys. Please read the proposals before you vote and vote. I think it's really important. I know it's a lot of work. We've got like 20 plus proposals this time. So it's not going to be done in 5 minutes anymore, unfortunately, but it also shows that there are a lot of great ideas. And yeah, voting is going to conclude next Monday, it started 7th of February, sorry. That was 2 days ago. And then on the 14th of February, it concludes. And then the Wednesday after, so 2 days after the voting concludes, we're going to speak about the results on the news show. So it's another 5 days to go. Please vote and help us to decide what are the projects that DefiChain should support.
Good.
That's it
Then,
for the voting. Let's see. It's going to get more exciting over the last days, DC. I think it's like everybody. And people played smart. I saw that the last time already. People are voting later and later. Nobody wants to give away.
Yeah.
And then it goes bang in the last days, right?
Right. Okay, then the next point, updates from the community projects. Are there any updates or everyone busy with burning DeFi?
So we thought originally we have no updates. We have 3. So I gonna do 2 and you gonna do 1 because 1 is your baby and I don't want to talk about your baby. There's nobody better to talk about. But we do this at the end this time. We turn it around. Let me talk about a really cool project that Kevin Söll, a member of the community, YouTuber, friend of mine, super smart and nice guy, put a great idea together, and it's called the DFI Donation Fund. It's not a community-funded proposal, as the money is not coming out of the community fund, but it's a community-funded proposal in that way that he collects money to support people out there in need. And the cool thing is, in the first couple of days, they collected already over $9,000. Money is coming from all of us here. Everybody who wants to support a good cause can send to a public address some DFI or some other D token or whatever. And then Kevin is putting it into liquidity mining, and the rewards out of that are going to get used to do good out there. So he has a lot of plans. The cool thing about the whole story is there is no DFI wasted for marketing. It goes all directly to the organization that has to be funded. There's no middleman. Kevin really wants to figure out what project he's gonna let the community vote on it. So a lot of community involvement. He doesn't want to select it. Everybody can participate, come up with ideas. There's gonna be a dashboard in the future. There's a lot of stuff happening. He involved a lot of people already. So 100% community driven, 0 costs, nobody gets paid to do that. It's all volunteers who are helping out here. And I think it's not only a good thing to do good things, it's also it's also a good thing for marketing for us that we show DefiChain cares in some way. They put a nice logo together. It's a really cool thing. We keep you updated on that. And we're gonna link the donation address also in the show notes. If you wanna help or wanna reach out to Kevin with ideas, please do so. Second thing was DefiChain Bridge from Dr. Kagara. We spoke about that last week. He's building this really awesome bridge where we can connect to Binance Smart Chain on the Ethereum chain out there. It's more or less finished. we spoke about this last week already. We also posted the link of his video already, but I want to keep you updated. So there are talks between the core development team and Daniel Kakara at the moment, and yeah, things are moving forward. It looks pretty good. I don't wanna call out dates, but I think it's gonna happen for sure in Q1 sooner than later, and it looks really good. And last but not least, we have a third topic, and now I hand over to you, DC. DefiChain Analytics. What's new?
Right.
What's
So
there?
normally we have enough community projects, so I'm not mentioning my own project, DefiChain Analytics. In the last 2-3 weeks, I made, I think, 3 updates to support also the new D tokens. Then I have new graph and evaluation for the premium, so you directly see the percentage value between Oracle and the DEX price. And the most interesting graphs currently are the DFI burn graph, so how many DFIs are burned over time via the vaults and loans feature, and the DUSD token. So you see this massive capital inflow going up since Fort Canning Hill. 2 different kinds of DUSD tokens. You have the one known from before, so DUSD with a loan in the background, and the new DUSD token without a loan in the background. So nice graphics, help a little bit understanding what's happening on the DeFi chain, and I will proceed working on this dashboard for sure.
Awesome. Thanks,
Cool.
DC. I think we should talk more often about this because it's a fantastic source. It was, and for everybody who joined later, it was the first community-funded project. So
Right.
you've been the
Now,
first one, and I think that's very well mentioning. And I think it's a tool we cannot live without anymore. So he keeps track of everything happening on DeFi chain. Awesome tool. Thanks a lot.
cool. Then last point, future dates. So what's happening next on DeFi chain?
Yeah, so don't miss it out. There's an awesome news show coming up next week. No idea what we're gonna talk about. I've got the feeling there's nothing to talk for sure, but we're gonna have a lot of stuff. Hopefully
Voting results.
voting results. Yeah, see, okay,
Sorry.
okay, no problem. Okay, I thought already.
No,
what new-
nobody cares, right?
what new feature?
Voting.
Nobody cares. What's the voting? See, even I forgot about it. Voting results gonna be there, absolutely. Then maybe an update on the bridge. So tune in, check it out. Next thing is in 2 weeks we're gonna have the next Fireside Chat. Fireside Chat is always every 4 weeks. We have a new guest. He's ready. I don't want to talk this week. Who is it? Really cool guy. A lot of people kind of know him, most likely out there. We're gonna announce his name latest next week, or watch the space if the show goes on YouTube. Kind of in a waiting position, then you're gonna see it there. And then last but not least, don't forget to vote, because that's also a date. Monday next week it's over, and Wednesday we're gonna talk about the dates. So far, everything about the dates for this
Okay.
week, DC.
Good. Then we are at the end of the official part. Everyone, be live, stay here. After a short break, we will answer your questions. All others out there, have a nice day. Enjoy the DFI burning, the warm fire still on.
It's not
and we
Christmas yet,
see-
DC. It's not Christmas. It would have been the perfect Christmas story,
Yeah,
actually.
no, but still winter in Germany, so we can enjoy it. No,
Yeah, right. Okay.
joking.
And
We should enjoy this great time without any problems on DeFi chain. Everything is running. Price is going up, so keep it in mind.
Exactly. Respect
It's
the
a good
pump.
time.
Respect the pump out there.
Right.
Thank you,
and
guys.
then next week, next show.
See you later. Bye bye.